laatste vlucht naar Groot-Brittannië te zitten. Luister maar wat te zeggen.
And I tell you that the time is getting critical. I don't want you to worry, so I never want you to fret. There is so much going on, scientific. Only them same old Babylon, trying to run things to the left. But if you think that His Majesty is sleeping, then it's better think twice. He would have never make them devil and not stone paradise. When there's a whole barrage of righteous human out there, and he ain't giving up, no way. Whole barrage of righteous human in town, and we ain't going down. No, we never gonna stop, no way. When I tell you that the time is getting serious, just because I wanna put my people on alert. Just them same old Babylon acting furious, and I don't wanna see every little youth and getting hurt. But if you think that His Majesty is sleeping, then it's better think right. Cause He would have never make them Babylon much of cyanide. When there's a whole barrage of righteous and we ain't giving up, no way. There's a whole barrage of righteous men in town, and we ain't going down. No, we never gonna Hey, when I tell you that the time is getting critical, I don't want you to worry, so I never want you to fret. No, it's scientific. Only them few old Babylon trying to run things to a wreck. But if you think that His Majesty is sleeping, then you better think twice. He would have never make them Babylon mash down cyanide. When there's a whole barrage of righteous human out there, and we ain't giving up, no way. There's a whole barrage of righteous human in town, and we ain't going down. No, we never gonna stay, no way. Yeah. There's a whole barrage of righteous human out there, and we ain't giving up, no way. There's a whole barrage of righteous human in town, and we ain't going down. No, we never.
How long will the people suffer? How long? How long will the people struggle? How long? will the people have to fight? How long? While the leaders carry on.
Respect my youth.
Respect my bro.
Promises don't be unrebellion. Set your traps, you kill, get so picnic. Then you lie, then you steal from the poor, you mistreat. But soon will come your day. How long the children have to cry?
Yeah.
Big tune that. Listen. All the Alasan Balde. All the Kosam Ahoni, get them.
Type of different control.
How long will the people struggle? How long? How long will the people have to fight? How long? While the leaders carry on.
And they don't care.
Promises don't be unrebellion. Set your traps, you kill, get so picnic. Then you lie, then you steal from the poor, you mistreat. But soon will come your day. How long will the children have to cry? How long will they be forgiven? What did they do wrong? How long will they have to fight, destroying their lives? While the leaders carry on. Oh, yeah. Promises don't be unrebellion. Set your traps, you kill, get up in there. Then you lie, then you steal from the poor, you mistreat. But soon will come your day. Your children.
A big salute to you too.
Hey, you.
Open your mouth. Salute Ibrahim. Open your mouth. Down then. Respect my youth. Time for the Yo, big up. Assalamu alaikum, musidalon jarama tanala e mom badi ngol albenyadi. Mbal konton na mbal be konton la mbokk yi mang len di nuyu. I am greeting everybody as I promise you to bring you this. We always have this weekly, weekend program that we call the Journey to the Backway, and now we are going to talk about also the integration into the European system. How can we sensitize our brothers and sisters who came through the back way or even came through the front way to know what are their rights and obligations, and also what are the possibilities in Europe. How can you live a decent life in Europe what are the expectations from you and others here? Musidal every time me gila men futti o programme no men fuddori no mo rek just hari ko falno do haldude gobbe ni mi anda honno wonno fi lawol bawngol dum woni wonde me hebi lot of good feedbacks, people want to hear more and they want to know menen tigi me yani hore me amde wonde mane haldugol e simbe ben yewten pour ande wa andude mo be anda ko hondum woni honno lawol ngol ko honno woniri the dangers of the road backway on e be pare natuɓe gaɓen hewtuɓe ɓe Allah walli ɓe hewti naati gaɓen kamɓe kadi ko honɗum ɓe foti andude ko honɗum ɓe honno life on woniri ga life maɓɓe on ko honno woniri ɗo ko honɗum kadi ɓe foti wadde pour ɓe wawa wadde settle in Europe. So hande last week min heɓuno after the program mi heɓuno a mail from Ibrahima Diallo ko brodajo men goɓɓe moɗon ko baɗirawo moɗon goɓɓe mon ko ɓiɗɗo mon, some of you is just your mates, Ibrahima is mi acca waɗa introduce hore makko kanko tigi o haalana en ko kanko woni hombo ɗon andi Boubacar Suso have been on this program frequent o ari ɗo waɗi testify o halni en story ji makko kanko kadi life makko from Basse, to Italy, to Libya, from Libya in Italy here, also in Italy, and all these things. So kanko kadi hande yawteren ɓura en wallude wawen wadde guide Ibrahima kadi haalna en kanko kadi experience makko life makko from Gambia ha Europe ɗo e kadi ko kanko Ibrahima sa ko ɓurmo wadde waɗunomo wadde ha waɗi contact programme about the integration ko min wonno yewtude last week kom. So ɗum waɗimo interest ha kanko kadi Ibrahima noon after I saw that Ibrahima was a good example mi waɗimo encourage pour o ara ko programme kanko tigi o haalana yimɓe life makko kanko ko ɗum o yi life honno woni wadde pour waɗa integrate in European system kanko kadi ko honɗum kadi o yi the betterment of integration. Boubacar mi acca en force waɗa introduce hore maɗa waɗen try waɗen guide Ibrahima kanko kadi because you are new, me and you we know the drill. So mi acca e salmodira e musidɓe ɓen ni lafta e safuno mandika kan oto ni lafta e safuno
Ibrahima can speak in Pula today.
Wo simol de mano because ibajala ko mo na badi men yalon ko ibe lamoy kan mandika kan folal men be lamoy kan isa fana itol fana si nafa soto no kachato so mbebula e badi ngol konto mandika kan
Assalamu alaikum baden jube lalu balbe kontonna na telefona ntelon Boubacar Suso all the way from Basse molbe lonyame so nata abokonka dia moment for volonté mulnata ko masido nyina nyanta infantama de nyamen tubabu du jam wolon tubabu du la sartol ni la lual ka Kenya me alon ko defana sidun system woni kono no le pour yakaranno fo fuda lebulo to me alon ko silam fansu me chol soto no le be mel karanno so lafta wala kachala bi.
That is good. Well, thank you for elaborating that in Mandinka. Wosimol de mano. Ibrahima Jarama. Ibrahima, which language how many languages do you speak?
No, to be honest now, I can't tell you how many languages I speak because I speak like Fula Mandinka Wolof. I speak English, I speak Italian, and I speak French. Arab, I also try to speak Arab.
So I am right. I am always right.
No, why don't there are most of the things that you will do, which will be by force. You must do it. It's not matter of you have to do it or not, but it will be matter of by and force. So I was forced to do this kind of things.
No,
because
it's
good.
No, Johnny, that is good. That is good. And matter of most because conditions. I need matter of most. It's not like they were at force. Condition of what force. Sure. Prove him the one that the one of Boubacar Suso andama. Minkadi ko mi yoti mara family ma on mi ande ari and mi andama. So the benefit of one be mandaru de en hande hedo to be maben. Sila fala hala chede sa fala hala
jope. No problem. Go follow ngala be hala. Why bro nak mi andi mo bidi. T Johnson si andi yo me na wonde kankana.
Mi animo era ma andamo bay ko bandi Base.
Andi mi nyamba ko kadi Malik Suso bi andi Aminata Suso. Maybe na ande Base na kewbe no to hombe mi andi kadi why hewbe mi andi andalam because mostly tigir si andi Thailand base ko mai na hecce. Say ni bo ajiri hecce.
Okay, thank you very much. Johnny
Johnny
bro.
Johnny wallu men anda ko an woni hombo o woni Ibrahima Diallo.
Okay,
Just help.
assalamu alaikum family. On jarama de ko mi woni Ibrahim Diallo from T Johnson. So all the way from Jallo Kunda, maybe no andi hewbe no andi galle don to be jannata dara ton sa ni bappo ma to mi andi base ha hebu hare no andi gal ko
Okay.
galle bappo ma so
Okay.
brother no ton yeah majidi Jallo tawti kadi maybe no andi most of them kadi don andi mi do jogi family hombe andanta they are outside maybe now on the in the combo hibe heavy ton tawti kadi te wana inugol come family straight family come like mom and dad why we are close to that because like let me say they might be my cousins because Andari know the bro on the US Tijan Jallo know the Mirojoki brothers the Ombiananta combo maybe Soleng Mama the Lion Bill Gates Heaven no I want to know Andimo
Okay. Johnny non aya fudika
Nili
wadi
Soldier and Phobia
yeah a waɗi picco noon hoore ma fenɗon himɓe hewɓe si hay si ɓe andama wono sa inni wono Tijjane en BBC sa inni Tijjane
yeah
en andi menen sa inni wono Mamadou Aliou en Rasta menen ko ɓen ɗon
yeah
men andi ɓen woni family andi is good andi ay min tigi ɗo himɓe hewɓe mi haali Boubacar Gobijo himɓe ɓen ko family inde family an wonɓe andata wono generation mo heɓɓe ɓe wawata andutude lan directly sa innani kadi e nder base innani wono APC andi yimɓe o ɓe andata lan innani Lampa ɓe andata sa inni Boubacar rek hay goto andata lan wono menen ko ɗume waɗirayno escape ko school ɓe ara ɓe win yimɓe ɓe sikka ɓe andi men wono base na
I mean thinking like mostly in the room what he post Johnny pour me adande Ibrahima Diallo because no I want the help and the because I that on tigil ko dum be neno la mi da goddo no drama in the go si wona ande in there why dan the school on
what was your name? What is your nickname in Base? Because Base Najo Kalano.
Most of them know me as Heche. Say ni be Heche regular Ibrahima Heche. Find most of them they know me.
Okay. Ibrahima and say this is your first time on this program. It's follow you today about your integration into Europe. Kono Andy you today about integration on Europe though. We follow and what they understand.
Maybe now when we do the short summary of what I'm going to do here today because I will mostly base my topic. I will base my topic on about integration and coexistence with respect and tolerance on how to be responsible and achieve and promote diversity together with other people that you stay with in the society. Let's say now we are staying in a society where it's maybe very difficult to upgrade or let's say to integrate. But I will be talking about those kind of things.
That is very good. That is very good. Joining me for you today, me follow what they understand at the main point. What was the main motive? What you know how Ibrahima, what is Rick's life Marco, what they tell all about when you today about your integration.
Okay, maybe the why the mostly the why more the base in family issue because that is sometimes say family or whether is maintain on live no. So say he that no one because me I can tell you my source of happiness, my source of joy, and my source of everything that I can tell you is my mom. But what I hate most was to see my mom suffering and everything that she has gone through and to stay there was, let's say, very difficult for me. And also at the end, like the way I was passing my life going through with all the problems, I couldn't stay there. I couldn't have the patience to stay in that country. So I have to do something.
Tell me that patient. You say you don't have the patience because of the life that you were facing on. Can you just
patient we can say like maybe now when they why have the family or no they come sometimes that up to an extent that that time how be you the no what suffer wa hono and ta come like a 40 be wallude maybe our one you dun black wonder don no wallirabe kono ko ma yalta walla ma ya ha dulago wa that with their own source to make them happy or to make their life different. How do you understand? Tawa ko ma yalta ya ha dal daro ya dum manting kudum ko andata wanga be wallude because sandari like one time ide wine they come like a foti da bude golle a foti wadde goddum go dal andanta because min kila moni baseton at that age I was very very small, very young, but I have to go outside and do everything like because there are sometimes some andanta come mero miare no tawe yalla yurme be yafu minna be nene jette dimbudi do dal is not about to talk or do something like that mi jettam mbudi mi donna be minna nene jonne di do mbudi bal wala jette di mbudi do onon dal kilo don kombe di ton ko dépense wala wada goddum ko way after kambe tigir be no dalam be na an konno wonda wadi to kon pe guda di mbudi afami so even kwata way sometimes it's hard and it is true also like mobe man futi wadde dim because ari awadi be present goddum wala man a jonni be goddum ko andanta be anda ko iwi ma be lando ma honno goto hidata ada liwde ɓiɗɗo mum no yara astray acca mo o yehira
Ibrahim Boubacar do you agree on what the brother is saying?
What the boy said is true, bro. Just like he's a young boy who graduate. I think he graduated from grade 12.
Yeah, maybe like, the thing because PG go no tongue sorry they why because Andy don't pick idea and the hono maybe why everything like that. Maybe now they may change their side because maybe now on this after yeah, because tobacco Andy can be yeah, the way what this
Jodi condition the condition communal about that condition feeling having the responsibility to bring something on the table and knowing in your family knowing that the conditions were not available
because Andy will like one when they had the father madama break once maybe now and the min komi ari do komi hali ko tubako bendal komi halani be kom pour mi hendo kay diri ando it's something that you know maybe what I want to discuss here be not on because sandari one of me ari
no Ibrahim faram wallama en jota about personal life about any god hay mi halta do personal life an goddo kadi
no what do you understand no and don't do me halidum come like me do high school I do understand so there are conditions I give them before they get along school no the period come what it tonkari maybe saying haliding and dokari there might be a mistake because I made on nila only after sa guy ni rek wadalan send video mbindara because me dandi of Facebook one because tobacco dandi yeah
we are going to talk about you. We are going to talk about the situation.
We talk about the situation surrounding the thing, not about our personality. But we have different people and different brothers living here. So the situation now because I'm mintigi, go under haldekong, mintigi ko hore anko the same. I already understand. But we are talking about general. It's about general situation. It's not personal.
Do ala ardo do natin do kaydi wono onon no
natin no come like andi min ko adi mi halidu maybe situation ango maybe what ani mantin strong come one because I monday to give me the 40 yahude jettude kaydi dandi so ko do adi info
we wish you the best
why anything
don't
you them anything
on what you wanted to explain like the situation the feeling like
you can
have the responsibility to bring something on the table and there is nothing around you cannot find jobs you don't have any skills and they want to that is certainly addi mbudi a jonni mawbe mabe be lando to honto itu addi mbudi this is where I am
because okay you can carry
bro
if you don't have
like
any
he's too young
you were too young
bring outside.
They want to know whether sa wujumbu didi ka konte because ala métier force you have no skills you don't go to school like higher schools like the I'm employed. Boubacar, this is where I wanted to ask you about how is that feeling?
No, it's painful through own situation and you are living in that situation near family man living in that kind of condition. He is very young to go at Maoyasi, pro that boy, because Tanko Tikino and the family on what democate, Konena Makosai Benyama, Komerong Datong. So then they are struggling for it. So Kanko at least is too small to go and search for it. Ma oya bro, because there is no way. Kodon mahal and the tongue situation on what force some people. Bejata all our. God benong, because of life on and the fake life they hear from people. Kodung at data bega. We have so many different ways and so many different things more that got doga. Situation on what is different.
So Andy one at early age, men come and Andy some certain youths, kids from high level who stopped school and when they went to try, like they were too young. Like apply camera, minira wa men got ojawani at the school, you know. What is stop? Futi wadugo langa auto jeni ha joni oni qualified driver. He did not see himself going to school. He went to, you know, at early age. On go fire mo fandu no sa maybe around 13 years, you know. So I one money maybe ko Ibrahim oni alde do kon that resonate. That is correct. Ne, you know, he's seen the family, you know, they don't have enough help, and he being a male child of the family, he will feel like, you know, he will feel like saying, listen, I have to go out and bring money to help my mother and my father. That is true.
That's the very good of him, because the responsibility mako kanko yata paya power no wada struggle kanko no tong and in a kankari so yalto what is struggle said at least he can have his little to come back and give to the parents. That's very good. But
So
situation on Okan Ibrahim, so we have to let Ibrahim to flow by himself.
Yeah, okay. Ibrahim, I want me follow my landade. Where are you ready for the back way?
Like
at your
like
age,
to be honest, like mihalante like wala no expect like arugolde because sanari come like no yari no hay min tigir mi andan hono mi modi sami ari because ko de goto rek neddo dum ari min ni habo mi mo rek mi ha. So wana ko min nugol ya mo wadi plan gila boy min mi yahay.
Kona boy nande himbe ben no ya dum wadi ma influence.
Yeah.
So tell me, like Allahul Mangol, tampere jidin ko men nanata do konton. You know, like what was your experience big ko hondo tuma dinuda simi sikuno mi anduno mi rewata no lawol bawo.
Me don't mind it, bro. From starting like me halidum because when I lawol gotol to me jodi min ni simi anduno mi arata because anari wano ko started ko mi arata. No di hobe be annata hawra e mabbe be innama kambe be iwde kompaaw yeso ko wonda yahude ko tombe woni iwde so ko be danta ma explain kon sanani dum tuntaw kulbinte taw an do ya arude yiya ko woni yeso tonko because be indete taw first thing sa yehi ala ambudi comme dal African madi dan direct police be no wayri yeso tawti soldaaje de ko be dal ko be wadata ma kon dalia ataway hino over muse because be nete tombe lando to mambudi sa ala ambudi be masinte courant en tawti be piete dingen fo godi be nangama be sokama so ataway dingen fo ko hunde ko nanta hulpinte ara dingen fo ko do ya hewtude Libya e sa hali fi Libya godi din sami do wande mi do ma sifanade ami wullado because piji hewdi no ton neddo ko yi ataway wawata halande ko dal nodi wobbe hay be hidata hay nande dingen sa
because of bad experience no behavior.
Yeah, backway experience. One, we can talk of hunger, which you know it has been one of the things that has disturbed many people on this way. So sanari two, atawai kom piganga rekom halantama no di hewbe be andanta masina makura. No di hombe be andanta kadi nangama sokama ingen foko fion wobe ben ko pimbudi wobe ben kadi ko fidal ala walloma. So
inni ala walloma kon wadda min
ala walloma like for an example hombo jonnata ma mbudi pour yaha so andi because lawol fo sandari ataway ko mbudi nabata neddo so sala mbudi
tilfibe ben ko lawol bawo fo asikuda an ko baybe ala no mbudi yimbe ben wada be tocho pour be jonna be mbudi
no wana finugol hewɓe waɗaɓe toco kadi ko fi mbudi tunde nodi homɓe andanta kadi ko lok because arsike ko ɗum woni fof nodi homɓe andanta hay sino jogii mbuɗi way arsike o ngala ɗo a taway hay koɓe yehi kala koɓe yehi ma ɓe waɗa stop walla woɓɓe no toon ɓe arta e baak ha base walla ha koɓe iwi ɗon because fiyon ɗum loko ngala ɗo nodi motoɓe wano 1 month hewtoya woɓɓe no toon hay 1 month heɓata nodi ɓe andanta 1 year because nodi hewɓe ko lawol o ɓe innata on ɓe innatama won woɓɓe no juuɗi ko lawol wano 5 years ay ɗum en fof ɓe natani way sa yi ko minnuma ala wallowoma ɗum wan si ɓe sokima taw ala joɓanoma mbuɗi ala mbuɗi ɗi yoɓa pour comme like yalta ɗin en fof a taway no sat si ala mbuɗi comme no yoɓira no yaha yeeso ɗin en fof kadi a taway no sat si wona dal nodi hewɓe ɓe andanta a yaha no heɓi lok hiɗa wawi yahude golla heɓa mbuɗi ma hala tampinani hay goto waɗana hoorema ha hewta so ɗin en fof ko ɗo waɗi minni wan a taway si ala wallowoma no satti because wono menen en yiɗandi pay koye hombo andanta hay si min yaltino golle wono de goɗɗo no ɗon yahu ɗaɓɓugol golle naare jon innilan la anta bambino minnimo walla ani tibbi sofol o innilan la enta bambino fiyo noon o innilan no o innilan an ka pay kun a wawata gollude minnimo no miɗo hiɗi at least gollude mi heɓa goɗɗum komi ñaami o innilan no a wawata gollude fiyo noon because komi pay kun on tan hay sa yihilan to ɗumi fandiri no a jaɓatalan gol jottude golle walla goɗɗum ko ɗin en fof si mi ala wallowolan a taway no sat walla yurmaɗo lan a taway ɗin en no sat
so on waɗirɗa survive Italy teɓe pare sa yalti ɗaɓɓugol golle ɓe yawitoma parce que you were too small because if you go to find a job and people consider you to be a child you must be very small living home
no wani ko ɗwaɗi min numa lokkon si ari minna komi haalantama ɗo ko mi ari ha mi hewti wano Libya wano siko Libya mi haalantama wano lastly komi hewti ɗo last dula ko ɓe pusi ɗon dal hiɗa hay halde inde nden so ko ɗon mi hawri laarejo hombo andanta ye kanko ba waɗan like o nangilan comme aswal ɓiɗɗo makko so on to ko ɓe wonɗon sa hewɓe mi yihiɗon ɓe o walli sa woɓɓe no ɗon ɓe fellay ɓe ni kanko ƴettata ɓe yaha soda lekki ara jonnaɓe woɓɓe no ɗon dal o yaha o soda ñamete ara jonnaɓe ɗum fof ko fiyo yurmaɓe so after ko kanko ƴettilan kanko ko gollata ko électricité o naɓalan men yaada golle ni ɗum en fof ko pour wona fisindugol comme ko gollelgol ma walla goɗɗum goɗe fi dal o yurmala comme like o naɓama golle ni o jonnama comme ya fittanmo suudu gerto ni walla dula ko andanta dal jarani nugol ko golle ni sa so o jonnama ni mbu koye seeɗange wono ko heɓa ko soda ñamete ni o soda ñamete mbuso ni wono mburu en o jonnama o innama ya yaadu e mum so after o naɓama ha ko
I think Boubacar ite fana you had the same situation because ite quand même fo nun ko ini sulal men be nun ñola woli like le fang iman la finum pour yetambi ye comme ye dum ba kono
so wala
true there are like good mol bije men yalon ko ka mol tale ye
ada mele yalon ko silanta alanya wol be jele ye mol soto le mele yalon ko silanta alanya mo kendol be kono le but e mo jawol le financiata mo kendol
exactly maybe if you say like saying hali 100% sa itta himbe moƴƴuɓe nder maɓɓe on a ittay wano 10 to 15% wedditi kon fof ko bonɓe
but onon ɗiɗo ɗon tawa waɗuɓe looki to meet those few people who were good to your people.
Exactly. Yeah,
for real.
That is good. So Johnny, Ibrahim, you can go further. You were saying something.
Come like why I mean what they come based on mostly my topic will only be on about how to be that integrate and coexist with respect and other.
What they understand, like what they understand your journey through the backway. Journey and healthy Johnny now be follow on land the water. And with me because me nana be halado most of the time. Young and you are young to be so ambitious to want to help your parents. If because I know your parents, but I don't know you. That's mean you must be very young. You understand? So to most of these people who come like you, who came at the back way, we hear them when they ask them to follow the integration process.
Why
They,
pardon
they
me, man, come like one of me come here nati do community be because one of community do minni be come like one of maybe problem come minge onkulang. So person ding and dal ko dim wara ni be action because I have to say like community be min ko mi ari do dal mi ala hay goto ton wallola afami. So min ko min tun goto mi ala other option hamo mo wadata si wana yaltu gol because sometimes there was no way. Me how do I got I met with someone who took me to Mali for job because his brother was staying there. How do you understand? So I have to stay there with that brother to work till one day he was going to Libya because he has a shop in Libya for me to go and work with him in that shop, which was in a big shop. So, but like the way he was seeing the way I was working in Mali, it was going normal. But I don't want to go in front. He has to force me to take me to that place where he was going. I said no, but by all means, I have no option to do. I know nobody. I have nowhere to go. So he has to take me to that place. I don't understand. So we reached in Libya. So for 1 week, he told me that we were going to that. So, but he took me to a place where I do not know. I never know nothing about. So like we get lost for some weeks. After I find him back, then after that, he took me to one of his home where he was staying. He said maybe I will be starting to be going to work with him now, maybe from next week. When I get outside, I got caught with asthma boys, which are criminals, hardened criminals who do not have, like, let's say, be ala hay comme like mijo wala yurmende ko min gol fi neddo ni sibe nangima no be wadi tamano
be boy sabe
sibe
ali mabbe do. Yes.
sibe nangima ko mijo to dane nyannen ko mayugol because amijo ta ko fi nugol sami mido fala wonde dal goddum go jang ko falte dane nyanne because no be adi tama to chon wala no be adi tama treatment, it will be very hard. How do you understand? So when I got there, then I was locked up in a prison where I have to stay for 2 months, and I really suffered in that prison because it was where I happens to find out this man who helped me. So from oyigilang oyurmama landal wari etugol himbe from beonaba golugol tedunga de so nabi bank. When he take those people to work, he will not pay them. The man that he took those people from are the one he is going to pay. So he just saw me and feel for me. He said, okay, no problem. This boy, I will pay for him. So go out. I don't understand. So he took me with him where I happens to stay with him in his place. So I was going to work with him. I was doing everything like with him.
So fana mi lando ma do wunde wotere. Mi fala ma landa de point.
Okay.
Because most of your peers, like people who come through the back way, come in nanata kong, come in nata kong. You going to school, you going to normal school, you going, you integrated. Why?
Yeah.
Because most of your peers, they will say, ming wana jangugol at Dilando.
Exactly.
Tell me why you thought, why did you choose to integrate? Why?
Okay.
Because there was a time you told me that you were forcing these people to take you to school. Tell me about that.
Let's say like many people, even in beyond Bandila come like lastly money on it and time he done school why from starting from grade 1 to 3. Maybe I was among those people that are in the first class, in the top place. Like let's say from first position to 10 position and result me loyal to the doing hari. But don't me one know. Why from grade 3, 4 and after net what it all because in and 4 minutes had come like if there was 34 people in class, maybe now when they come in Yalta 34 wala 30 from 30 to 34 few because thing and forgot the carry not on actually yeah hajang go yalti horema wala ding ataway you have nothing like it. Why comme yari do wadi realize ne ko comme like piji di mi acci bawdi wala piji di mi fotno wadde bawdi wadandi ko maybe nande mi do wadde capitalize mi wadadi do fiyon do ari do for sure wana jangugol aduma do ko dabbugol mbudi wala wadugol ko dum ko why before heba di mbudi kadi an ko no wawirta wadde dum one ko mami joda fi kaydi ta ala kaydi an you are not secure in Europe awada secure and you have nothing to do with your people, you have nothing to do with yourself. So it might be matter of luck. I already understand. Why through going to school, you might have a way, at least in the highest 100%. Maybe now on the from 80 to 90%, you are sure that you can do something. So from that day moment here to know, I have maybe 2 months after Minaba Abdullah come. So on come men so come at on 3 months because many men follow dogure because on time sorry hunter me one they are racist and two they were him be black woman to appreciate we are one of the first black people to come to this place because come be made under the black people so he done it see how he let them made that
also you sound the same story because also they brought you to a place where there were no black people.
Yeah.
Do you resonate with him? Do you Yamira you went through the same thing. You came to a place where they never see black people. How is
very
that?
small, bro? Ngai ko started in dem fangalo
why mi do wa halan de on time hay sibe yi mani ko yasita baleje be nete ya ar jetton picho be arabe mobo hore monni ha hewate harako fiyon jettu picho
Italy. Where was that? Where was that in Italy?
Ming mi do ni region comme like inete do Molise region or maybe most of
move
in Molise io sto in una regione che si chiama Molise anche se tanti italiani dicono che Molise non esiste ma per noi esiste perché è una regione fantastica meravigliosa che diciamo tante cose da offrire like most of them venangi region amengon come like region Mwandanta wadani exist in Italy though. Why region Hombuandanta it's really fantastic and they have many to offer. It's just like they have been isolated.
Which part
we are in the middle of like let's say Roma
Central
and Napoli.
Italy.
Yeah, in central Italy. In middle of Roma and Napoli.
So Bubakar, before I come back to Ibrahim, you left Italy without following the integration process. You went up to the Netherlands and you were forced to go to follow to train yourself there. And you happen to come back to Italy.
No, I went to train a skill in Netherlands.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I have no skill the time I came here. And the way Ibrahima came in is the same way I came in, but few months later, nka fale nyame rek ndala cool na tatinyale kampo kono. Sonte be street le kanu, sonte nga cool pligantem fongole. So kabru kota woto mandula le soto mbeste la wato man luar fana lo luar system o nyinkata anu nyame. Because ni be kampo kono like Ibrahima be kampo kono, you have so many rights me alon ko ese kampo force no le. Ni ata kampo tiyo nyinga bete ata e ka understand le. Ngande Ibrahima na janga e bambino le dundi. Walon dindim mate. Underage. So I'm underage. I'm underage because Ibrahima is underage. So na tajang. Abetala under mole bulo kono. So ni Ibrahima lafta ka integrate. As integrate no in a very good way. Na diata fangwe. Because jan levulo lebe jan me alon ko ka karande. Because first you have to learn the language to start to communicate with people, which is the basic thing. If you cannot speak so much language, inabek diamula no nyadi. Hani doko fa na eta doko la fe na kachale ay doko nyim fo ba kala ngame
bari muneka ke problem oti people want fast money. People want fast money,
bro. Like nka fo nyame like tubabu du jam mola misonol manke kilenti. Maybe another tubabu dule I have no pressure at home. Do another tubabu dule I pressure to suokono e ka understand. So do fantinano abon de sometimes nga kam fa jande sometimes because nga attitude dol jeja wado nga kam fa le ko nga foko dol nara tubabu dule faun in ata mol fandi tubabu dule but man nafa so tubabu dule
Why?
ko fo bo jan yeah
Why?
because bro you have to ibe tubabu dule we all know how Europe is so ni be jang ite manta imam fem mutay bulo la manta ri fenke kan ite be laare munela kayti te bulo kono imanta ta kan karam bungo do imanta ri fenke kan so what are you up to
Usenu
kodo
Durumtale
ko di mola kodo ala ko di mola but ila sikio in tubabu du iman sikio
Assalamu alaikum alim barade
alaikum salam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh
Salam rahmatullah.
Yeah. So it a miracle. Those people were they are idling. They should have been at home than coming into Europe and being idle.
Bro, I was part of those people who were idling here without doing nothing. Later, I realized that it was late.
Sorry, madam, breakdown. Come like we cannot say them idling because me how read or help home and I mean to get me that young situation home and I help me one on condition me napo me one labe because I sat on to one to help and I'm ya any postation me get a yamete. We have me John Beni. After similarity, me have a problem. Wala me dabe ko galle sa me do high school minna be ha ko suda. Jonna goddo chabi yo jonnu be nyamete mon foti nyamude. Why Andy Sandari got on not a condition umbandanta that I won the emo. When I dal sagoma, when I meet my goal, I will be idle. Why condition on what come push no at why he must be in that way. It's not like he's been
I'm not saying some people who like us who are on the street. I already understand. One day street on one day in the kampong is different. When you are inside the camp, you are living inside the camp, you have right to integrate yourself. But one day street, you are thinking of how to survive.
Exactly.
Because
no, but what do you mean Numa? What do you mean Numa? I want to go street, but I know he's idling because one, it is not in his condition he is in.
I'm talking about the people in the camp because me go street maybe I know how the street is. So me not have one the street they are useless. One become then sleeping eating every day without doing nothing. Because when one holiday.
Yeah, I understand. I use the word.
I live in a different island. Me, I'm living in Sardinia, different from where you are. So our system is totally different.
Yeah,
Sardinia,
here is what I am. The point here is, what I want to discuss with you, brothers, today is the importance of integration. To integrate, that you will not face the problem of being kicked out of a camp, like brother Bubakar Suso is saying, and like Ibrahim, like you, taking all chances that all the opportunities given to you, you making best use of it. These are the kind of things I want us to talk about, so that somebody who had the problem, moment a problem you face, amalo. You like you said, Ibrahim, kogongama and for our debe blame. Kono imbe no wodi anda. Awadi understand be wade be uka ore ma a situation di be wadani understand. Be wadani understand situation. Tebe pare be maybe ko bay himbe ben ala be halande okay. Koni fodda wadde koni wonda fat. Andi wano an joni do ni no wodi gorebe ma hewbe wonbe ko kam ton. Maybe si be detti step mada ko kono wadirda non. Life ma maybe be heba be yiya e tonel ma be goddo no jodi ko camp mo wada mo sika kanko jangugol wona nafa ma ala namo nafa maybe atawa haray ansa onon ko won do halde do ko is very important because Bubakar Suso is speaking from experience and you will so this is what why I want to understand you Ibrahim ko honno what is the essence of integrating, like taking the chances? And the how did you?
What is the essence of integration? Is that come like neto siari when he ha and hebi do come corner wala when he come. First thing, what we should have is like why come like ono nanta active na to the Europe ni. Come so what you know men sensitize wala on hali no men hono things didn't yari men andi. First thing, community him for you to have patience because number one thing that will lead to integration is patient, because without patient, our they do nothing. Especially me, because maybe the time nanta ko mami yalta Italy do we have France, because we don't know condition hombo do woni dong e pigi info after why comme yehi hami jodo yitong be wadi lang pol bendi lang kaydi ma anu dama pura ya han kaydi ma after gadi mari wadi realize ne comme min no mon no wadi reforce non for sure me bani patient me bani come like no mi wadira why si mi hebi patient seda rek at least mi jodi ke mi yegiti fi piji go ko mone mi jate wala piji go ko mi joto maybe nande piji hewdino ton dim wado eta en future, because I brother and tijan ko dum en natalan you have to get patient to do things.
You see, you talk about patience.
Sorry that
Ibrahim, wait.
I'm
Let me
asking.
help you. Ibrahim,
I'm
you talk about patient here. Bubakar Suso.
yeah.
Suso. Tell me about your lack of patience. What does it that cost you? Go what it might cost. I tell you, it cost Munela. Lack of patience.
It cost me a lot, and today is what I'm doing back today again. Because it's like Ibrahim coming for a quarter man now. Like Niman patience, so they take off a longer move forward. Because Kajala Kafa to Babu do water. But Nidata Nyato, he came me like Kafa, ye, and Tata Damende, Nyanda Kana Koma Narinede, because Komalon fast warning, because Tubabu di Lanta Damin first. Yellow we fired. So fast forward, you can't dimintanya wonya, Ikamuru Narin jail. So you must come back to Italy. So if ang katali fue ka ko boy, it's no time. Puro nga how jamul be how jarim men noma. Nimuru tanarim back. Maybe I focus maybe 1 or 2 years or 3 years. I can succeed what I want. Sit at a higher level, different from where I am gonna struggle from other places. Well, in I regret of leaving.
So
But I came back.
So what Ibrahim ko ni halde do kon ko gonga. Patient is the key here.
It's the key to everything, bro.
Brother Utenu.
Jarama de. Malang what the follow much and what because connection I'm on not wrong.
No problem.
So
did you hear what the brother Ibrahim Jallo and Bubakar Suso were talking? We try to understand about this integration thing. Integrate jam. What are the essence of integrate? Ibrahim Jallo speak about something here about he made
maybe after Minata I don't have him. Why come like on elaborate on that just to make sure that many people might
Ibrahim, that is important. What you said here, patient. Patient COVID dokong. That is a key. Could what me the fala landa de be kambe dido be hala heng. Because himbe men yo be no Europe do hande. Be bonni Europe mabbe do record mabbe no bonni Europe do madum. Be woni bad situation in Europe here. For patient mabbe on. For hebugol patient what a develop from the right way. Could one know be ala could what koskoɓe woni e life maɓɓe on hande ɗum buwaka naga usenu ite mune soto kaw fo woto comme intégration o ñin do ke ko you need patience for that.
Yeah, when I came hala pular, so
you can say pular. No, you choose a language you want. If you want, you can say in pular. No more. Network makombo
yeah.
Person, person not important, you know.
Hey.
What the goal integrate. So it is very important. Come on aspect dong humble patient dong. Kono siapa patient dong kali hunde jebui hono dong kali hono nantane ono put in consideration. Because nani no burara oro inama kosa Bubakar. Mahala no good you know kono after connection on Japan yare mahala no fi idling I don't know and other things. So nani mahala hunde kono patient is very important because I mean tigi nakasa iblaji for honto men gollata you know posting comme hanata bo sajini ko patient gol comme hono be halita information homon informativa on non tigi me halna be don Why come on that aspect, come integration side on kai is very very important. Kodu woni fo patient woni fo dal ko woni mahalande do because sahiban patient kai mo awata wadde no because dara isa
And
1 week
there is
or
one thing
dara
also, second thing, we can say tolerance. And tolerance is also most important in Italian society. Not only like, let's say, Manda Europe, other European parts, but in Italy, do I hold it. Come, you must be tolerant. That's why what they tolerate everything. You are what they integrate. Because answer I need come. I
So
nothing.
I need tolerance. Tolerance towards what? Why me
Tolerance
Haaland?
like tolerance to many things. Because without my Europe for dula humble and ta ko hebata come like kurbe dal what they abusive in anything because me not dun journey racist because ta inni racist maybe it might be a word of let's say in general but they are the most abusive because in a way that the what is the treat anti giri ayegita ko fiyon wadi ang hebuda kola balego kubanuma. How do you understand? Amijo to go to boss amin ko fiyon wadi mimi ari be leji mabbe. So dingen fo ko ma heba tolerance because one mean sare ko mondo ni mi do ma dan explain maybe one situation maybe do time before no the boy be andanta Italian because mi yadi do hewbe be andanta dal they are very bad why I mean no what tabe influence no what tabe treat no to come like I will make you to so make you to know that we are all human beings, we are all equal. At least you should treat me like the way you treat others. Fiona.
And you are talking about discrimination, being discriminated, like being
exactly discrimination. So what they treat in a way that Honor and Dirta and what they treat in a way of like to say I'm a human being, not animal you are seeing. Because I don't want to say I'll people say once be he balebe no yahado one me city on to mondo me anda fi one city mi on to mondo no be ndari town no wala so yauti be rek be halata don kon sometimes if you cannot tolerate or if you don't have something like me anda no me halata ida why what they react in a way that ida why what they react in a way that I have a problem one danta anti girisa I data na to them. How do you understand? Because me wanna come no mi halira no of course no boy bebe mi yada no be no di hombo ndari lang e yeso ni ini la ma keskifo dan no ndu wadi mi
no
why ni come like was andari be peri ni ay ni come like manda no mi halira tama awodon sa atumanti ma keskifo
Usenu ida way men wallude ko wadde translate ko wido ko isi ko cedde ma dum ko
skifo ko hunde honno andantane nakasa Moyama Haalande waɗani cool waɗani sound andi comme haalantamani so a waymo wadde translate in
skifo dal comme like mi do am haalde cedde nagde skifo no aynude ko saltidi dal aka sunkan man mi seria skifo ko dum woni comme like no skifo ko dum man jama
light makon no yaade
so sorry fare wada duman
no
on light
no problem bo Boubacar Suto isi fen fono nyindo quand même for comme tolerance and patient quand même for comme to integrate in this society.
Yeah, like Italy is too big. Adipente mari live that society men kono. Ni benda society dol fe mele alon ko. Nena mo ko je wala ko la ko man die. Adum fatele so ni la integrate la wol kono. Foyte ye munyale. Foye jusole nyabu. Ni me munyano ni wolta akela no because ikata ika karane ka foye level to level o me alon ko ni dam ngol lebita nyola karambungo to al bebita the same school le so beta la integration dol kela way ni fanga ini sate dingol fanga le kata o ke nyola so e ka jele ka fo do ke je class o kono maybe te because to babo jigi dam be al ne dal jigi dam masingole la do ko be masingole so ni ta believe te kungole la so ya je ka fo tere tariyate di adia mo be siala le wati dol because mo so be ala ni ko be class killing keng alon ko foyebe mo so la mi alon ka te la filela ko koy te
That jealousy, out of jealousy of what?
Yeah. Boy manja. Okay. Bala don't
Boy,
worry.
Bro,
Yeah.
yeah. Hussein.
yeah, I'm not
Hussein,
continue.
Yeah.
yeah.
Comme like when you have skipo ko do woni da inu gol hunde ko andanta no nyiddi da ko saltidi
They
wala ko
need dinner.
lubata.
They
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
is common. It is common in Europe here. European now there are a lot of discrimination and a lot of racist sentiments, towards other people. It's just not only about black people. It's all about also Asians and also Arabs, and Muslim against Muslim. I know what you are saying. It is also here in Belgium here. We have lots of
Like let's
this.
say midwine rekadi out of that, I really thank God for having all those kind of things because from that I have one of the biggest love I have in my life. Or do you understand? Because one time we were the integrate map, one time we and the hindi on nanta. Ko ben neɗɗo hidata ko life makko because andi façon ɗin en sa heɓali probléme a wawata andude hombo moƴƴi a wawata andude kombo hiɗuma a wawata andude kombo ni dal ɓattiɗoma for an
Ibrahim,
interest.
Ibrahim, follow me, Landomado. Ibrahim, are you going to normal school? Not so.
Yeah.
How is that? How is that life? Coming from
Like
life.
first time when I start before me high school because school humbo mune Yahudi I'm the first black to be in that school. And let me say maybe we are two straneri. Straneri means like foreigner.
Foreign.
Ko minge Chinese jogo to want to humbandanta come school on be hata humbe andanta wana Chinese. Why before me nata school on town. Post kom yahuno puru wadu go register ko school. After heavy scenario hombo andanta so whether you experience answer you will feel sad because fear no me wrong wadi be ko yewti die mabbe pour mi hato so me adi ham ye hito be yihilam be andi ko mi balejo after mawdo debbo president principal mabbe o noddi me wrong wonni mo no me wata wadde o register me wata am wadde accept fear no fi ko balejo why after because means result hombo mi jogi on sare on to mo do post gila result an o yaldi dum taw be getti result on be nabi be holli mo school go be wadi la register firstly so after had no the school di tati di andanta din kadi mi do no yahude wada register because min do comme architecture mi anda no ale infirme no the school di dal different type of school do mi anda no ale fa english because albergiero no ton it is not on ko doni wadugol wano informatica en ni dimante so no di comme like fermi matin ko scola comme like mamma mia mi anda onno mi haliran tamamo english ko fa comme construction
Yeah.
so no di mo andanta liceo scientifico so ko for school di wondo hondi andanta I was having the luck to go because fiondo result mum yaltine from the school that I was going for school mum language school immigrant to terza media maybe no ande bronze out the school in Cuba terza media
Min ko dum woni wadde fendo do ni.
Okay so
This woni wadde
gilam wadi on terza media result mum yaltine on hawri max jandin fo ko 10 ko mi woni force to school do so komen ari ha men yehi wadugol president to after be yibe tay non ko mi bale be ni no why mo be debbo wadi post when ni no because all result mo jogi school on bokala yehi be why mo jettude be why mo wadde register so it's either you take him here or we look for another way to do it so be ndari be tay be after be ni mo sa this is one of
Ibrahim Fadamilandoma. How do you feel when you know that this Usain mbe mute la for a minute? Okay.
Okay.
Ibrahim, how does that make you feel? When you know that you want to develop yourself and you have a family that like Idainat or Merong, that means maybe your adopted there. They willing to help you and you have good results. But you feeling discriminated, against. How do you feel about that? How do you feel when you were on facing these things? How do you feel?
I feel in many ways. One, I feel sad and I
Hmm?
feel depressed. I feel isolated because there was a time Hombandanta had a yell to goal me that Fionu because of PG Connect because PG Connect yata ko yasi kontong atawa ya hidata ha yell to desa. So there are many ways you can feel. One, you can feel sad, you can feel depressed. You
Yeah.
feel in many ways that no mi haliranta that.
How did you overcome that? How did you overcome that, brother?
The only way I overcome that, like Ogilam Wadi realized, there is no way that I can do here to overcome that except to go out to them because and the sendari wano hewbe no do be andanta be huli palebe wala no be nangire nem palebe no ngatawe wana du no woni them because fio no kambe be inna palejo da hombo be andi kala ansi wana ayeyo kwa fimo si wana dum kwa wujo si wana wujo kwa dal kwa wado pigi andanta ko boni why ko foti yalto de holla be dal no mene wana no mi koy comme different façon himbe be andanta comme hondo be hollata on do ko news wana comme like most of them do news mabbe on hollata they will never saw good thing about black person that black person is doing, but always the bad things that black people are doing. How do you understand? Like one, you cannot integrate. You are stupid because you are not educated. So
Bubakar no yeja hore. Bubakar no yeja hore.
No, it's true, bro. It's true.
Afoti yal to the whole labe no mene himbe bale be no me wairi no kom onon ko halton kom they are all lies wana dal kom no haliton no me woni afoti be what they impress in a way that be andai kom you are not like the person they are saying you are.
How do you Usenu come in here.
Yeah.
Do you hear the brother what the brother is saying? Brother onko woni halde do kon anani ko woni halde kon. How do you you must also face because you also integrated to this system. You face the same scenarios probably. Maybe in other ways. Oh no, and for in what you don't face. The biggest discrimination I faced was at work. If people who know me here, they know me very well. When I came here, I dedicate myself to develop myself. And when I started working, it's when I started to face direct discrimination. And I refuse to be discriminated. Because I joined a company, I joined a company come online out. Because the narrative to one that we did what we all believe that the black man is not that smart and all. I break those barriers. I break the barriers in that company. I become a leader. I applied for because I noticed when it's an international company, it is not like a Belgium company. When I go Belgium J company, they jogi international standards. I know I went to school, and I know that I here in Belgium here also. I went to school and I have good papers here. So when they were trying to find leadership in the company to train people for leadership, I applied. Many people were telling me, boy, you are a black man, they will not take you, blah blah. So I sent in my papers. I refuse to be discriminated, and those people when at the level they selected me and I had the course. I was the only African black man to be trained among them. And in the company, I am the first of my type to wear the leadership blue vest there, because I was trained. I didn't allow people to discriminate like Ibrahima you did. You have to refuse to be discriminated, and you have to be refused to be stereotype. Like what we did black man on network balejon ko wujugol ma dum ko yaro you have to refuse that. You have to, like you said, Ibrahim, I 100% agree with you. And I am so happy that a young man like you who is living here is thinking like this. And you are setting examples. I am happy to hear that from you. Because if you allow people to discriminate you, or if you listen to people, because you are different, yeah? We are different here. We live here. Maybe we have thousands of black people here, but we will still remain different because this is
Yeah, but
we
come
are. We
like
are
Andy, one thing can be halantama. Neto kala like come halu goal personal life net dunia that is something like which because all those kind of things are personal life. You cannot judge someone because ko ala rek wata what they judge net hombo nanta. Piji got no tong hai sionti ron wadi ngatawa wana fisi mo hidi wadne. So they have no right to judge you in that way because means we only come like school and come hito. First month men heavy problem hombo andanta amado de bombo jodo to go damal school. So on PG code I know because Randy Tobacco can be jogi system go di high speed wondi do up to 50 years ayata go no nata galle go wala sudu go ni pour be demande comme enen no wadir tenni kambe yata dum fionno hundu ko mabbe kambe sokaki be sokata hundu ko mabbe so kambe kala ko wadi be hala first month on taw ko men yehi taw be hebi mawdo debbo mo jotto ko damal school. So boy jidim fo dal class am on jupe nge dumantim fo taw be yalti be ni masai ko sa detto quella signora minni we no non lo so after come like ben come hida andi on dungo mawdo debbo o mawdo debbo haali ben nani halani debbo ko de ben mawdo debbo minni no ben ni come like oin naydo come like anga fi mai balebe ko ni wayri way menen gila me yikuma kon badi an a wadi different comme no be halita balebe fo menen no me yiruma non a wadi different comme dungen fo minni be no min mi anda e ko don halde ta ben ni habbo anana e joni after teacher comme hombo jannata me hombo wadi responsibility demanding menen dal menen student jede o yalti o ari o inni comme like no ko be halata do kon fu ko kanko tigi o wadi feel dal comme mi wadi feel bad minni mo no mo dani feel bad because be ko be halata do ko mi andani feel o mawɗo debbo gone haalde ɗo ko anda ɗum hay siko gonga sa wa afta goto yalti ɓenni ko gonga ko kanko haalta ɗum goɗɗi o nodda e men ɗo o lando men si a fimay wawi min inna menen min anda wawi no min yiiri no waɗirta dumantin behave noon ko classe e no wayirɗa noon dal min yihi different ko fiyon mbaɗi an wayirɗade minni ɓe no min dal mi anda noon wayirde maybe no hande ko Allah tagiri laaɓiɗe because andi komi neɗɗo mbandanta maybe mi ko hersowo tawti ko deƴƴuɗo kadi wona fisi mi haalayde so woni dal min mi ari yimɓe homɓe mi andani taw festi wona fisi mi haalay walla mi hebbinay probléme
fono mi lando Ousseynou ɗo Ousseynou
yeah bro
do you resonate with it a wawi wadde click hoorema wono o miñirawo men ko woni haalde ɗo kon how do you also trying to integrate without dedication? It's very difficult. Like Ibrahim ko woni ko patient and tolerance because Ibrahim ko wani wadde do face confo ko din keyword di o hadi do use he hold those two in hand like to have patience and to be tolerant and kono with I
ko hali ko gonga you know andi don kadi a wata halde ko dulaji dum fo woni kadi so sometimes maybe ko wadi face kon goddo wala face wala ko wadi face kon goddo wadi face worse than that so kono haalide non kono rek kono hono mon e haalide non because hay sandari gonga on kay mom sa gonga rek ay sandari most of our brothers after the end of Barley another situation di honde ni bandata infono bokki understand because sari aspect integration hono be woni haalide ni things the honey got what they consider first things are those things to have patience and not only not dum time so afoti hebude afoti what they sawat e hunde jigodi so you have to be into something you have to be into something like because in every place honto kalami there are rules and regulations understand so honno woni haalde ɗo kon koye fi ɗumantingon fi affaire racism e affaire difficulties ɗum noon kay ko honto kala yaɗa a tawa ɗum hay base ko amen no toon so ɗum ko ɗum ko himan ɗum ko neɗɗo tigi wayno in general I understand why ɗin fosino wadde don't take them into considerations I understand just focus on what you are doing you understand so ɗin ɗon fof hay because most of our boys who are living here, that is what they fail to understand. You understand? So Haisibari a place like the newly arrivals, you understand? So there are rules and regulations that that are given only anandane ko be jonna be andi kom halantamani. Why
Mm.
most of them wata de to the rules and regulations andi, because there are rules hundi anantane be nakasa be wo wandi wala they don't want to do it. I understand. Why couldn't want to force to mantinji? Only an antane wala got because you got the journey margin a white paper when the man when the man bindi dong in demande angani no and bindu in dande. It means that you are not trying. So bindu in demande at least has what I've been in demanding what it try what is jot has it ko dot. Example on Maharand, okay? Eh,
Mm.
and like hono foot most achimara a side campon tigi honon integration on foot okay.
Mm.
Most of these our brothers sibari there are there are rules and regulations that are given to them, but most of them, like I can say 99% of them don't they respect on the rules and regulations, Andy, because maybe they feel so proud, or they feel so big, or they came about Europe Andy fee innugol mari what gol bal wala mari what gol hunde wala Andy no full aspect on one antane rules and regulations be walini you have to agree afudi jabude either hook or crook. So non ko gonga. So because first thing ko got the photo nakasa at the back of his mind that you are not at your wana galle ma wanda wala wana konde sare ma wanda. So the way you are not behaving inside your country, don't come and behave like different ways. You understand? Because I mean thinking maybe on difficulties is the hey maybe worse than that of this brother who is at the humble hall down. Kono andi okay after what hunnun kala wadi ma wala hunnun kala wada andi afuti wadde joɗɗoɗa what I realize what I recall andi so no phone very important andi because menen problem ji wonde no waɗi problem ji hewɗi e kam so I after honno goɗɗo joɗorto no mijoro atawene no this is something on mi fota wadde so like problem ji hewɗi honni wonantane nakasa goɗɗo wataɗi haalde haɗi gasa so ɗum noon fof why integration on kaymon ko waɗi ko ɓuri wadde important waɗgol nakasa respect have the respect of the rules and regulations. The rules and regulations the hondi nakasa hondi watta respect no foko don woni nakasa fi what honno wadira integrate foko don woni because don yagol school ko don woni wadgo nakasa jokkugol himɓe wadde foko don woni so hundeji hewɗi honni annantane badante interpret.
Buwakar.
Yeah.
Buwakar ite mune soto comme Usen fanan kamen fonu jang comme
No,
aning
ako iso ni Ibrahima ya be fole saying well on like mbokon kamen fa manke like ninte ko more useless ta manke like mbem molma o manke mel be silo kam but mel be kampo ko ne be laring ita fangal ne ka fo ko right sotole pour yeta karam buto janni be lala every day for more than 2 years 3 years e beta lo ko din non kala ni dara karam buto e karanta maybe o karam kono ala si ma ko no e do ko soto no kono no ala si ma ko ni mo jama nyolon nyol inu mo jama nyo suti abako Ibrahima ya kenyame Ibrahima bita kan karam bumbal to sa me alon ka ni mo jama se mingul jeno mele alon ko their parents are citizens at a move foreignality maybe with that can give him a lot of opportunities outside because if nabe bravo in class more be a long cover is a bravo person while he's a good person at the end of the day he will achieve what he want but if you are staying you are not going out whatever sato kon wala reka wala sato kono damma adu yalla ka ko you have obligatory to do here wala ke fa integrate pour ye fan soto no imo ke bro if on the batala at the end of the day so integration is very important molia try ndeka bol dani men let's try and go to school near it's not too late because like
Usenu,
around
which kind
more than
Usenu Itebe you work with these communities. Which kind of
Yes, with the
which kind
immigration.
What?
So after come like academy no fara our they elaborate something on like Obroko Halikon Usien.
Okay.
Yeah, I respect I respect what he said. Kohali come foko gonga come like what do you call respect rules and regulation on could do any one of the things that can lead you to achieve so many things you want in this Europe. Yeah, maybe especially in Italy where we are now. Why no the hunde go kadi tatong, you have to resist it. You cannot like you have to be calm, but not also up to an extent where you know somebody will come and step on you. Like will do everything to you, which you know will show you that you have no right, you have no dignity, you have no that. Angala come like one and a foot because Sandari come jidin, they are different. Dula jidin kwembe one don, they are different. Why Dulaji go kadi not on because me maybe on scenario force come to mono the same thing. Because me I could already sa wini do kadi hombe yada taben wala hombe jento to daben afoti ndaru de be moja afoti subude himbe hombe andanta wonda hombe ayada ta.
Your mate.
Maybe the boys are Gambian different parts. Why Benny like mimi idal komin puri boy de don komin nani halakan every complaint komin bere no blada mo ledon so mi ham wada complaint ko joma kampo how do you understand fiono wano hida ande siari ni kachitari benna do kachitari kila bimbi kila 9 haten 10 wada ta stop why ko menenge narebe won narebe be andanta ko ikitya ben kambe be moto goddi around 11 12 em be habe jetto yakube fala be nyama anne do bale jon sa emmi ke haysi ko maybe 10 1 past 10 yaha ben nama no e finito l'ora tu non puoi mangiare fionno ben kwa balejo awata wadde complaint like ma awadi understand why façon dingen kadi awata wadde resist dingen so dingen
is that right? For
yeah
Milano, for Milano, Usenu do, for.
No,
Ibrahim,
I could not on problem no wadde popular on problem no ɓuri heewude accino hallama ɓe because andi on mane haalde ɗo sayi on broda ɓe nimane nakasa everything has a time andi because si goɓɓe sa yehi ko an min nimane nakasa mbottari ko wattu ɗo ñamete so you have to make sure that by that time you should not be sleeping so andi sleeping on imɓe buysa honum ɓurta ɓe nakasa honum ɓurta ɓe nattude ɓaawo because si min nimane nakasa kaccitari ko wattuɗo ñamete immo ñama kaccitari ni sa waɗa hundeji goɗɗi waɗa sa yi no ɓe jonni hours because in most of these camps say the key hours is for the own goods of hunger immigrants sitting. I understand because in the man 9 o'clock nakasa everybody have to eat his breakfast. If not, you are not going to eat breakfast again. Undong nakasa there are two important things to take note because after breakfast, there is a stories, Andy. There are classes.
Sorry, madam, I break you. Andy Sahali Dundong, we all know that it is right. Rule is a rule.
Ibrahim, follow. Let him finish, Ibrahim.
Because after breakfast, there are there are stories to take over. So nakasa. After that also, Andy, because because in the camps, in most of these camps, maybe some of you, most of the people who are looking hombe one man that they have worked in the system, Andy, because in all these camps, there are different kind of books that we wrote. And the social affairs of the boys and the psychological life hundeji fu min winda hundeji ka falano jogi aspect makko so social life ma honno wayno they write in that way if you are somebody that respect the rules or if you are somebody that sleeps a lot or if you are somebody that honnun kala watta base they have to write it hunde kala be winday andi that also helps a lot
you mean profiling
exactly so say maybe na radio maybe in immigrant journey or the problem when nyama and it all the camps if you use force to take something they give it to you but they come back and write it out on your profile so one have to
That
put
you
this
are,
thing at the back of his mind, because
But
many like the sub-Saharan people, many Humbanantane, we are like Achimhara, the sub-Saharan, we black people, because I Arab
mm,
and Kadi, they are also African like us, you know.
mm,
There is a difference between us, because most of us, like most of the black people, they consider them as asylum seekers, but the Arab women, those people are not asylum seekers. And they come halantamani ben sitai ko 90 sitai ko 100% and ko 99% 99 ko 1% on tan want asylum seekers. I own 1% kadi atawa ne nakasa ko half person on half quarter muatama halande ko ben etate as asylums. So
I believe most of our brothers are facing difficulties in the camps because of their attitudes towards the regulations.
exactly,
Bro, andi
exactly.
ko duwadi simi do
And
hala na mani. Ko duwadi
But
minni sodi ngoda ma break because sandari, like they said, rule for one is rule for all. Awatala
yeah,
what they treat, from not it alan treat. What are oya treat differently? Fiyonung, ahulimo wala gotungo. How do you
no,
understand? Sandari konyame tuni. Ida wailan what they profile in any way you like. Why sa wadi rule on hombo andanta nyame te ko watulo fota manti wadi de stop. Si woni oda ka do mike. What do you more understand? Come like rule on koni woniri. Ko watulo foti made onya.
bro,
So imaki on.
Ibrahim,
but
follow me.
bro,
Yes,
bro,
Yeah,
para
yeah.
yes.
Come like
Ibrahim
Follow.
wala halta is true. Kam jidin tong sa one day na rebe. Wala this Somalian, wala
Mm,
this Eritrean boys when you are living with them. Bro,
mm,
ang sako from Gambia, Senegal, Mali, with this sub-Saharan Africa. Sa yahani time of nyamete, be jonnatama. Be do si ari rek hay be halata. Because on the go, sa jonnani be rek ko casino be watta. Straight away. Sa jonnani be nyamete ma be rek. Kambe ko be andang nangata konko kambe je anytime be fala nyamude is their time to nyam. Kambe be anda time. But menen so me yahi ton pour yettugol nyamete ame even a minute or 2 minutes you are late. Ay bata sa fala hebude kadi ko sonko watta bala yetta. Ma
yes.
ta tina do mate.
Hussein, what do you, Hussein, what do you say to
and
that?
the,
Many camps is happening, to be honest.
So, but brothers, listen. Hussein made something here very Hussein is for young is very
no.
important.
What he said is
No,
very
this is
right.
a
What he
rule.
said is
It's a
true.
rule. Okay. For me,
It's a rule.
no, I'm not talking about the rule only. The benefit out of this is why I'm coming into the benefit out of the regulations there. I'm going to say this, yeah. If I must, Hussein said, Hussein FM Fujang, after breakfast, there are programs set up for the benefit of those who are living there. So why should you be sleeping that long when you know there are programs that could be of your benefit? You know, I think what Hussein is saying is, the brothers should take best use of the programs that are laid in camps, so that they will develop themselves, that they can integrate into the system very easily.
Bro, is different.
especially the time.
Every camp. When every camp be on system. Kam Italy ga kam
Africa,
jidi no luwa di mabbe no certi an area jidi mabbe
bro,
tigi
come
no
like
certi.
why come karano jogi rule mako. Do you understand?
No
Because
no
sandali
rule ma
come come
area
no
ko
halde
no
kam.
mi jek
Follow me
kay di
gani to
mabbe
hala kam. Maybe now with the contact.
after 12 days receiving their document they will write a document the police will write a document for them to leave the camp. After getting their document 12 days they have to leave the camp. Some 7 days you have to leave the camp without nothing. Anganda ta konto wanda yard. So it's different. Gobenotong all Italy is like it's a big land.
Mm.
And maybe arsike honto head down side mo wonda kondi yebu datong kondi yi datong ko woni arsike ma goddo no side goddo to he's suffering from different way because
So
men and God Italian ID card some people cannot get it. I see some people who are here for more than 7 years they allow on ID card but men and go be within 6 months they get those ID card. So
And
the
the
process
Bobakar,
so it's different.
Hussein,
and the
ite mune furo comme El after men fula kom people more nyanta rusul normal. More nyanta lu alpha nan lonare. Come amanke ko come there is segregation of laws. Ide ole mira.
No, komi kay nga fo nyame wonyalo because everywhere campo camp komi rules and regulations will be there. So in those rules and regulations, they are not some things that are not they are not something that are hard because Janin campo from sometimes Janin campo the rules and regulations of Safila, they have to make sure that the authority, the immigration departments, because those people they must have those papers, signed and and accept that yes, there are rules and regulations, for for example, there are some things that me along go iman human rights offend. You understand? So ni nada rin mo quote ya come boy ka fu nyame some of the camps is true boy ka tabrike ke fanye some of the camps they have different rules. Some of the camps they give them money, some of the camps they don't give them money. Some of the camps they buy them clothes, some of the camps they don't give them clothes. But all those things, coming for so more anyanta coming boy mean for first time wala coming more nyanta ka wala take into consideration ni anon ko patient be patient because one you have to anyanta ka understand ko one iman na jang coming ka si ka domoro ke dan and other things. The first thing that somebody have to think about is how how to have documents, how to integrate, and how to have a good job. You understand? So those are the three aspects me along mo anyanta kabla at the back of his mind. You understand? Because I can tell you something. Let me just go back to my coming na biography kono no mandi me along coming my personal younger story. Comme handle from kabe mon nata jang mol dunta rek hanga coming molbe dulal minto because coming intelanga age mintundi so mo wondering need hanga people they put different ages to have opportunities. You understand? So the age, the age also matters a lot because some of them, komika age mintundi so ikate ko no this age it cannot favor me because there are a lot of things that you face after. And there are it's a age different dundi je mi anon ko as a favor back. So ntolonga age mil dundi hanga I'm all favor in a way that hanga komi kabe mon nata nang hanga so maybe plan minto je safo system ol ntelinga mira kai system ol nom beta because mole mol military je ya understand komi ikamil formule no jamman beta but if you realize ni sita ye mira dare food bijele clothing bije because every camp this is the komi every camp komi papers bije nyano ko ka side. First thing they can have the campo aka feedings dilale. You understand? Food, clothes, shelter. Those ones are, they are those type of. Okay,
Bro, sorry, like maybe now on the journey,
first
maybe hundu kan kong like me follow what they stop say that. Cause what they see me do hala inoni, and there is a big difference between like let's say and Gambian, Senegalese, and this like Malians or these Ghanaians. We have a big difference. Do you know why in this camp? The rules that we followed are different. Why? Because no di ombandanta yalta what we call complaint. Come wadi come no journey do example mo journey do fi nyamete. Come rule for one is rule for all. Fionu. Ansa andare mi go on what wa jonna la nyamete o ya mi ko yo je ti nyamete. And that's not right. Fionu. O wadi cause problem. Kudadi la jonna so da jonna mo nyamete wala so ari de kanko e hawo jetta without landa golma. Asusata mu tampinde ka. Why? Nigerians arandige mo do kanko gadi problem ma yaltete enna kanko nyamete mo yani walla o yaltina ma problem mo andanta ko dadi hay Italians din sa hewbe mabbe ko enata do enen black people walla Africa ko wadete complain it is not useful. Why? What we should have been complain of, we are not complaining of that. One, what we are looking for here is more important of that.
What do you mean?
Because Sandari yonu ko fika idima ko dum dal jodima ko kam ko dum wadintawa munyentawa walla wadintawa fi hewdi dandanta wadai walla afota wadde ko kam fiyonu go dadi simi hali force tolerance, patient and tolerance because without that integration, you have no integration. Why the 40 what they remember kadi come document because come no no journey the example of journey example come nyame dia. Camp amem no the menen Gambian nayo. Egyptian almost let's say like 20 of them. What do you understand? Nareve. So no the come city Somalian jogot. Somalian gandi kambe kai they are direct for them to have documents. Exactly another Ghanaian, one Ghanaian. Why after me he didn't problem them for come na wata complain everything. Why come like P1 of Kaidi? See when he are read of a Johnny Manting document mo 6 months. I heavy 18 years. You have the right to get a document which is humanitarian. Before ma don't their own document. How do you understand? Why not ben kambe sibiari kadi habe gaini mostly be na be jona be come document for motivo de lavoro 1 year. Everything be wala be dal be da bana. Why menem be yaltini system hombo andanta. I see when you be patient. Wala ida jogi tolerant. But you have to show them that they should show you some dignity. After you have the dignity, hombo andanta. Yeah, you really deserve it.
So what do you think? What do you think is the
like one of come kodum wone arde come menem balejong sa gaini do camp ma a hebi right aida be na ma camp majore come like hombo andanta mo jogi 18 years to up wala be na ma spra sibe jonnani makaydima why sibe jonni makaydima e be o ma na bude direct to spra I do understand why menem be yalti system hombo andanta kon tabe fa long dare be ni ansa hebi joni 18 days ayalta yahada boya ko wona do you understand yahada boya ko wona si a hebi comme like de hombo be nutama pour arana kaydima arabe yada ko postura comme ko police ni be jona ma fi kaydima why do ngem fo wana hunde kondanta no that because fi honu like on right ma hida jogi mo haje pour ya ba ko wona comme ko wala ko nyama why am benen balejo ko dum be fa loyalty
no no wana Ibrahima wana no andi ko dum mistake on foko don andi because andi kam jiding they are different projects honde nantane kam kala no jidi project ma so that hanga kam jigodi atawene wana hay nakasa Italian government on won mo wadde sponsor so in no wodi spra on hom wonda haldo spra on non ko nakasa on non ko European Union on non ko nakasa on aspect on so no wodi nakasa kam di hindi nanta din ko community on to
why come like andi law on ko inni if you come chadi maybe 18 years
law
Ibrahima Fado okumo wala
no andi sa inni sa spra dun ko asylum se spra dun ko ko system homba nantane bar mo bil fi asylum seekers I understand ben ko asylum seeker dun ko real hombo nantane is a real asylum seeker ko ben yata ko ben hebata mostly in project kono moyama
yombo wonata pour heba what fall onto that
andi on no wadi depend edumanting society honto wonda because there are some places like some of the like communities honda spra aladon because there are some places like sitay sare ji hunde anantane spra is very difficult for ala spra so no it different no it depend honto wonda ton because example brother Ibrahim Amanda honto wondiri maybe there are spras and in for hiding there are procedures
oni kanko ko central Italy o woni Ibrahim something like that
sare honto
come like menen min ko molise woni banda sida nana inde molise ko
region ko honto sare molise si on ko region ko sare honto
menen comme like kunde Napoli e Roma men woni comme banda sida nana Puglia wano hedde Puglia barien.
Okay, let me come to that. Andi hono mon mahalani do hondo wanda halde do sa hebi 18 years wondi be nama yaltu kampong dindon fu mo wadde aso andi mo tama fenande kadi andi system on wayno sa yibe inni mana yaltu andi the camp hombe woni kambe do wata hebude right in yaltingol goddo non tan because they are not the people who brought you inside that system system on hono natida system on kono yaltita a system on So ko ɗum foɗɗa wadde understand. Say one day goɗɗo waɗa lucky ɓe ha espoir.
Boy got the Amadou Amsi Jallo windy when the SPA is for asylum seekers or people who have the refugee status.
Exactly.
But sometimes no, sometimes
exactly.
Hombe and Dantako minore CIB 18 years, you have the right to be taken to either SPRAR or majore camp Hombo and Dantako major camp. Come one Hombe 18 years. Just like me don't need a boy got sorry there. No the boy mom one did for almost 2 years. Gila heavy 18 years. Or 40 years who the SPRAR. Why wala kaidi because those you will awenino do minore CIB 18 years be donated document for 2 years to one humanitarian. How do you understand? Why boy on kanko ko benabu mota of force in a major camp content and 18 years or one when how heavy kaidi makoni kila be jonni mo kaidi makoni after be ari benabi mo SPRAR. So kono when it come first because ko gilam wadi fight means I'm dying the thing and because boy I jump nothing no land thing in Gambian do ma halande most of them now they are like camp. So the most of them be alti lady. Some them want to know campaign for 18 of them before I go to la before be alti. Because ko be no men go to kala say be no 18 years ayalta and you had up ko wala da ba dal ko wona hasi woni heavy commission time ni.
If I listen to you no why ni you think the system is discriminatory.
Sometimes.
So
you have to resist sometimes. It's not that you only have the patient, but you have to just another example like this. Come for class no the boy home one nanta. Most of the time, what I land discriminate, what I land page has him highly in the land. How do you understand? Why one day mindarimo? Boy I didn't forget minimo semi digi go sta ancora un'altra volta ti spacco la faccia. Gila on day boy on what ila respect. And if you know, we do jogi respect.
On what that I mean, Italian boy. Can you say what you just said?
Could do worry that come say what you do repeat me bona yes or mango. How do you understand?
Yeah.
Why gila on day me boy on him what he come and what he gentle, what he nice, what I learn for most of the time. We chat very nice. No, don't me and that hondo mi hali tadi. Why force or him me do the respect one. Me do what he come, me do the gentle, everything. Why ando hebi no right to no adi rafu. Kono mi adi no limo hono of fotilan what il de tweet. So hebi right. John honno what is land tree because first me dan do na hay sinugol o hebi right mo andi mo jogi right what go land tree in a nice way. Why holaka on way honno andita why what den on treat in a nice way. Why si ari a holimo adariki I ni pundo ko ni foti wonete maybe I wadi non fight or under because odumone halde come mi ari mo di fight no hombe on no don ben for 18 of them go to kala bena wimo in a camp umbandanta 18 years above ko don ko ben woni don so go to kala be ari be jonni be after document 2 years hombannata go ni humanitarian so after that
Andi Ibrahima andi hono da halde do kon fi SPRA because SPRA kadi ko hunde ko important project why ma halande mo aso kadi ko SPRA on don wana hay campo watta mo decide on non ko service centrale ko dum central service hondo homdan tan ko ben tigi nakasa jaggi fi when jiggy project immigration. I understand. So you know most maybe hunter one that on sitai ko community alojo homanandane nakasa ko community homanandane ko wadana no host and you can talk to them on nantane let them write a letter to the central service I anga beta maybe you halda ma be inabe afala vindana service centrale a letter that you want humble water request fee what a transfer ko SPRA donc adi aye donc what a facilitate mantion seda donc on ko fi mi halama fi ko fi wallugol matan andi kom halanta mani why yahugol SPRA walla dum mantin innugol transfer ni forward and it depend e kam I would understand so neddo ko dum fotdon so ko dum fota wadede understand
so
okay
it's you are telling Ibrahim here something that he miskin maybe kanko ko no misunderstand and the misunderstanding or not having enough information. And that's why I want to talk to you and bro Muntaga because you work with the system. And one of Ibrahim and they face the system, and the system is like sometimes it's contradictory. One ko Ibrahim ko ni hal dokong and the Bubakar Suso kadi wadi confirm. Ne wonde mane, the way they treat other people, the other people towards against us also with the like Gambians or the black skin man is different. So Ibrahim ko ni alde do kon so rena ki rek o ala patient o ani to o ala that much tolerance o violence or at o head doctor to be pare anko on dal an awadi you said here something that is true. Those comes they what I profile him, they look at people, they put each of you people, they have a file for you every day,
Exactly.
24 hours. They will write your activities, what you have done, or what was your characters, what did you do in the camp. They put those things, they put those files those there, and those files will follow you for the rest of your life in this Europe, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is where they start to profile what kind of a human being you are. So
Yeah.
Amadou
Yeah.
Onati do you want to, I will bring him on. Maybe Kanko kadi o halne because Kanko won't know how about kono wada Amadou ko ma wada connect mani ma camera ma so wadde join. Your camera must be on. So Ibrahima, do you understand what brother Usainu was trying to tell you? What do you on?
Yeah. What do you understand? What do you understand?
So Usainu, tell our
Yeah.
brothers the men they wanna.
I could do what the gila force I mean come like sia could what the ko come jisa sia wonder him beni wala ya dai mabeni and person hombo ya data person hombo wonder that because what be no tonko be natama no and dun ko right ma an ya foti what they need react what do you understand so an anda on one the why what they got ni honde ananta what I want mistake kona anda what I mistake ba ne do andu don kanko mo futma halande dal ko fudda wadde ko andina madi wano kanko no woni haliden maybe not being informed me and that why
and Usenu and Muntaga they work with those camps to help to translate, and they know the program. That's why I encourage them every time to have one of them so that we talk about this program, the integration program, because wallahi brothers demanding a sisters demanding pour be anda ko honnu be foti wadde pour be wawa wadde yawtinde life mabbe on haade be any face difficulties don. So Usainu, and you were saying, there are regulations that are there that people can follow. If they are not satisfied in one camp, they can move to another camp.
Yeah, no, what the different procedures go out and what the ton because
yeah, I mean they could do what the pass through, could what the Marion Tom Wondo because first come not on complain mumba do not fear in documents everything. Have you the transfer? So go to the land transfer because me coming having the jogi to home one and Roma one. So Gilan what the lay complain on police up and be what the more inform. So what the order come, you'll be what and change. So go to the maybe the line change, sit on Tom one, at the land city on Tom one.
Okay. So
like
do you see people like brother Ibrahima who face like misinformation, or you see people like the campsite where every time you face this kind of situation?
Tens of thousands. Tens of thousands.
Boy,
But there are tens of thousands, and because when had dog fee transfer because one day you had transfer one day now why what the delay time got and maybe Hunter won that on like the actual like Hunter won that on first place home one and that what a haste in a haste for them to transfer you because the system is not good, or you are not going to school, or a lot of things, a lot of complaints, and they want by all means that are transferred to another region. For Sandari in most of the cases o tardina e goɗɗo moƴƴa because honto hewtuɗa ɗon first place honto hewtuɗa ɗon nattinɗa asylum wallina jungo ma so kayituji ma ɗin ko ɗon procédure on ko ɗon fuɗɗoto so a yiyana si waɗima transfer to another place so ɗon kadi ɗo e ɗumantin ɗo e systéme ma on nattinde ko watta ko transfer of questura nanda questura ko ɗum woni nakasa e dula honto annanta immigrant ɗin ko ɗoñata ɗo déposé fi wallingol
transfer of file ɗo waɗa transfer file ma
ok ɗum ko transfer of file so a tawene ɗum on transfer of file kadi ɗetta time so andarene honto wonnuɗa ɗon joɗoɗa ɗon ko ɗum ɓuuri ko yahuɗa ɗon so wondeji kadi a tawa wondeji kadi no wawi wadde dépend kadi honto wonɗa ton nakasa si tawi systéme o moƴƴani ɓaɗama transfert laagoɗo so a tawene ɗon kadi ko ɗon ɓurta yawde fi kaytiji ɗumanti because dulaji ɗin wonani gotum systéme ji ɗin kaymo systéme gollugol ngol waɗani gotum because some of them they have big asylum centers and some of them they have a small asylum centers on komi himɓe ɓe honto yata waɗugo request fi asylum andi comme halantamani so ko ɗum woni ɗumanti because hay honno mone haalde ɗo kan fof kadi fi nakasa ay wona e kam aspect on tan because ay commissaire mi e muntaga min golidi laji hewɗi honto nanna ko commission and even in the prisons andi so where honto himɓe ɓen watta interview a lot of places so a tawene ɗi file ji honni wonma haalande ni they arrive in all those places andi so sometimes antiga jakle sa inna honnum nakasa hombo wonma waɗande interprete on honno wonma haalande ga antiga jakla inna o ko honno nakasa o kaytide honno hewtide ɗo walla ɗum ɗo ko honno waɗiri happen like why andi because andi while an a hejitino nakasa honno affaire aji ma ɗi way ɗon andi ko manama so
your behavior in the camps or what we are doing
exactly
brother Amadou Amsis Jallow. Amadou want to clear something here. He have something. Well, brother Amadou, how are you? Oh no, Itanala.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. You said you have something that you want to.
Halu pular, smoraga halu pular.
Okay, oh no.
Kono cameraman, okay, so put your camera a little bit down, then we can see your face.
Are you guys?
Yeah, now we can see you now. Yes. Okay. Can you tell us who you are and then tell us what you want to clear?
Okay. Naturally, I am from Basse. Also can command, for the same work, what they, just wanted to clear a doubt, because of this SPRAR, SPRAR is a project that does not have any link with the government. You understand? It's a project. It is owned by the EU. Understand? And not everybody can go to this SPRAR.
Exactly.
Because this SPRAR is meant for only those who have the legal status. That is, people who are asylum seekers, because people who have like the 5 years, you understand, or who have the refugee status, because in this thing you have two, you understand, type of refugees. You have the asylum seekers and you have the refugees, you understand, because us know, you know what I'm talking about. You have worked in the commission, you know. So because
why sorry bro, Father Milandoma, one question.
Okay.
Okumo taw Ibrahim okumo wada clear hore mako. Yeah. Amadou go.
Because okay, so nobody depend on story homo natinda afami. So nobody and that so ko fi gurko fi deboti you know that so ben non kadi e document na do na tan no wodi kadi natinde ade na tan fi hare ade na tan os kon ko mo andi you know I don't want to just if I like in details much I understand because ko forum ni I understand andi but okay there was a system anantama people are given privileges I understand to enter in this SPRAR, like people who have a project, a specific project, like okay, you have a 2 years, you understand, but you have a project. Maybe you are going to school, okay? You will be given and this SPRAR Sprad is have a specific time. You understand? You sign your contract. The first contract is for 6 months. You understand? Maybe you are going to school, and after the 6 months, you understand? If you finish your maybe your schooling, or you, maybe your school is left with just maybe 6 months or 7 months, they can put you inside the Sprad. But you are given that privilege because of the project that you have. You understand? But if you go and check it out, you understand? Really, Sprad is for those who are in wait. You understand? Who are asylum seekers? Because if you seek asylum, you are asylum seeker, and you have the right to be inside a Sprad. And if you have this status, you also have the right to be in the Sprad. I don't understand. I also if I
you speak, somebody say you speak a little bit louder, maybe. What I volume madum wanna mic ma on ko manima because ko be alama nande correct ala ko what important kono be alama nande correct. Mimi do nande ma kono if we speak a little bit louder then they will hear you.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay,
that what you mic ma, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I can wrap it up. I can at least adjust my volume.
Yeah.
So us is here, men and folk, we are doing the same job. We are all intercultural mediators. Somebody listened last time, and Muntaga, in your conversation, I sent a message, you understand, because Muntaga, well, first, I will tell you that the Basel boys are very, very hardworking. They are very, very hardworking, you understand? Get at the though, I understand. They have always pushed with their dreams, you understand? So, I don't understand, thank you, bravo, for sending, the name of the city higher heights, you understand? Because a brother like Usainu is someone who, it's a big example of integration. I understand.
Thank you.
I understand. You have Bubakar Fofana, you have many people, you have many people who have passed through this through this Sicily, you understand? And anywhere you go, they talk. Though we are Gambians, you understand? I'm not saying this because I want to discriminate other people, because it is not in my. But I'm talking far beyond that. You understand? We are all Gambians. We also have people, from other cities who are doing greater things. You understand? So I compliment the effort of everybody. But the thing here is that SPRAR is meant for asylum seekers or people who have the status in their hand. You understand? If you are asylum seeker, you don't go for commission yet. You understand? You can be put inside a SPRAR. But if you go to your commission and you obtain your results, you understand? If you have the 5 years, you can remain inside the SPRAR.
Va bene, scusa, ti posso fare una domanda, Fra? Sorry.
Fammi quello che vuoi.
Sorry.
Tutte le domande che puoi. Sono qua per te.
Ok, va bene. Come like, mi confondo malandare. Come on the rule mon don't hold it. What do you understand? Why is this under Decreto di Salvini or prima Decreto di Salvini?
Ok. Sai nella normalità, ok? In the rules and regulations, because there's a book, you understand, that is or there are based on my
no Andy come like no money holiday me where I am c'è tante persone qua aspetta un attimo quanto money dot there are many people that before if you have 2 years that was permanently before the decree Salvini law, let's say the decree of Salvini. Like when you have 2 years, that was matter of must. You must be taken to a SPRAD. I don't know you people, the regions that you are staying or around the site that you are staying. Like say 2 years, you have to be taken to a SPRAD. Or si woni hara kwa mino, duani underage minor. Sari a hebi 18 years, be jonani makaidima. I hani commission be jonu makaidima. They have to take you to a camp
I think brother Amadou. Ange Usenu ida fala what declare of something. You know da fala wallude do goddo. Kono mi anda Usenu next week ataya golla. Si ataya golla ta next week is Sunday. Amadou. This we have to please aredo wallon people like Ibrahima. They want to understand this. Because onon don't have the dokon. You know what it delay a lot of people. te ukude himbe hewbe kadi problem because andi sa ari we have to clear this. Maybe what I try Muntaga kadi because Muntaga hande mo jogi program mo ye nokku go wade wawan wadde attend. Kono please, if you people ibedo ko kala next week Sunday.
Nyandaka Jubele, I'm not sure, but I have to check out.
Amadou, please.
Amadou,
next week, because like Ibrahima, it's good that Ibrahima will touch on this topic. Wana Ibrahima to do no problem. What do you understand?
Yeah.
We have to come here, we talk about it. You people knows this and other things. Walla himbe be anda hono be wadirta integrate, hono be hebirta kaydiji mabbe haray be hebani problem. Amadou Sajabi, next week Sunday, you come on the panel too. Is that good?
And last time you were talking about integration. If you talk about integration, kala integrate, the privilege.
Exactly.
People are given privileges. I don't understand. There are certain things privilege. I don't understand. Okay. Yes, I don't understand. Okay. See, question Ibrahim, I don't understand. Okay. Andy, Sandari. Sometimes situation system on what is the function on sometimes about the terminal. I don't understand. But Sayehi Andari, Sandari ticket as an of spra. I would understand. Spra. Per richiedenti asilo. Ok? Tutti quelli che hanno un status di rifugiato.
Bro, sorry. Mimi do golli dano do chepe on call lawyer.
Ibrahima Fado, don't cut him. Let him finish.
Okay.
Ibrahima Fado. Amadou, go on.
You say that, tutti quelli che hanno un come si chiama status, okay? O tutti quelli che non all those that does not have, but they are asylum seekers. So Ari, a healthy, you are asylum seeker by them because they get the asylum now. I don't know. When we get the asylum now, they must give you a place. I don't understand. Fi holding sikula hebula cast. I don't understand. Cast is all those people. Un centro di extraordinary. I don't understand. For all those people that have that are denied about the documents, they are taken to the CAS. I understand. So all those people that are asylum seekers or people who have the status of refugees are having the privileges to stay in a SPRAR. I don't understand. So, it's like, it's like SPRAR. Fandima I had commission. You can stay there. I don't understand. But I have commission. I commission ma the result ma royalty. Then your result can determine your fate inside this.
Amadou Johnny koni wonne wadde next week Sunday. Please you two boy bro Usain, what do try ara I want you people to answer this question from this brother. After then, because Nipi is we are already about 2 hours here. Oh brother do Lamin Sane or Landi oini
mpala wadde answer wadde wallude Ibrahima do ko inni do kon stay spra on stay ko after Salvini manda honno convention Salvini de mantion spra on go under no spra on go under the UNHCR Andy so moyama halande on ko convention Geneva convention on ko general wato mo bale Geneva convention on ko din on ko don woni so ko dum won donc andi comme hono mi haalirani mana still now is not late today ida la won da community won da fala ya de spra halde responsible mo ina wona ya wadu request
why sorry for
your window a request
no problem for what I read o man tindo ko be haali do kon comme like comme normal andare kon be ni do il sistema di protezione per richiedenti asilo e rifugiati. How do you understand on what do you mean? Per richiedenti asilo e rifugiati. In Italia, kodumani hombe andanta no wadi request has one ya ala kaidio kono hida jogi right ya hugot because kobento il sistema di protezione per richiedenti asilo e rifugiati in Italia garantisce interventi di accoglienza integrata dei richiedenti di asilo, dei rifugiati e dei rifugiati attraverso la costruzione di percorsi individuali di inserimento sociale, socio-economico. Because Andrew say ni come like jogi be dumanting refugee at dumanting honor inete refugee dumanting status rate. It's like already similar if it is under Salvini law or not before, because me like a mingle lawyer check no real friend and can call the mayor and everything. So already go can come get no information. Already similar matter because one information mo be Jonathan land on for. How see when you are requesting but you don't have the document, you have the right to be taken to a camp, to a sprar where you know you will stay till you have your document, because you have the right. You are an asylum. How to call it? You know,
bro.
That is
Ibrahim,
maybe
and you are interpreting it in the wrong way. And so
Thank you
in my
very much. Thank you.
and so honno hala doko comme sigama ko honno mahande ko system individual system homba nandane odo amadu ko dun mahalande do andi, so wana everybody have possibility to enter inside the system andi ko mahalanta mani wana system for all. And the command could do body there are body differences, there are spras and cars and the command money. So in don't couldn't got to put what they understand. So I'm on position home on Mahaland dong. Just do that. Go to your responsible. Go to your home responsible.
People understand.
Just one thing, please. I just want to clear. I just want to have this Ibrahim. I don't know. Okay, Ibrahim. Quando dici richiedenti asilo, ok? Quando dici richiedenti asilo o rifugiati, ok? Richiedenti asilo. I understand. Asylum seekers, richiedenti asilo. I understand. E rifugiati, because Sayahani Commission, I understand. They will put you in a nakalasa in a centro di minori. I understand. But see, above 18 years, I understand. They will put you in a SPRAR for the main time before you go for your commission. Then Sahihi Commission, if you have negative, they will send you back to, I understand, to CAF. CAF. I understand, because Kotong right Johnny Mafiwana. I understand. Then Salvini gira right gira dua mako ari hondo ini. I understand. Tutti quelli che non hanno un asilo or non hanno, because andi konondi ma privilege salary kadi you read something about like per un progetto di socio-economico. I understand. Allora, il progetto di socio-economico è una cosa tipo coloni
solo uno chi ha il rifugiato, chi ha lo stato di rifugiato, Salvini chi la wari,
no, quello this 6 month project work, I don't understand. Tirocino, I don't know, Tirocino. Okay, it's for socio-economic. I don't understand. To help you, at least you start something. I don't understand, because on 6 month mogola, on 5 month, 6 month mogola, maybe they are paying you. You are in a camp. I don't understand. You are starting a work. You are entering in something that you don't know. So at least they give you at least every month 500. I don't understand. Maybe in that 5 months, I don't understand. You have 2,000. I don't understand, 500 at least to start. In case when I tell you you can start with that. I don't understand.
Koni Amadou kadi network makko on jam fa ko mino onon Italy onon kadi on jogi network problem.
No, some of the places network are very
of 2 months. I don't understand. Oh,
yeah,
I don't understand. Oh, if not that, you have the right to. If you want to travel, they can book a ticket for you and tell you to go. I don't understand. So this is what I'm telling you. You know.
So Johnny, what do you understand? Misiki Ibrahim Atigi have some knowledge of this, but let's come here next week Sunday. We clear things out and other things. Milando on this question. Somebody, I will be fair to this brother. He said, bro, I want to ask like if you go to commission, they ask you like you want to be asylum seeker, yes or no, or say no. What you mean about that?
Sorry, what do you repeat the question?
Sorry,
1 minute. What do you repeat?
or if you go to commission and they ask you if you want to be an asylum seeker, do you have to say yeah or no? Yes or no?
Yeah, depends on what
It depends on what you say. Maybe not the
No,
brother, no,
Andy,
what they elaborate on that.
Andy, before you go to commission, Anti what you declare, afala one the asylum seeker, could what the cheatre. So, and say what you go cheatre. Say what you go cheatre. There's a document that you fill, Andy, on to understand information on Anti what the accept now you want to talk to the commission. So it means that you have already given the yes. So if you go, why will you give no again when you have given
Exactly.
before?
Because
Yes.
don't say me do I it's a stupid thing if you said no, because sorry our first thing ko be lando to my information ma hamnu ituma ko lady ma. So ko don't what that determine if you are an asylum seeker or if you are economic refugee. Because
the only time they can ask you, if you don't want to seek asylum again is when you want to convert your document. If you are having the humanitarian, you have a contract of work. You understand? If you go to change it, they will give you another paper. I think also you have done it. You understand? Whereby you will be out of the asylum system. You are no more a asylum seeker. You have a permit to work. You understand? Which will
motivo di lavoro or motivo di
which every time that you will renew it, you need a contract to guarantee you to renew your document. Otherwise,
What discussion measure is getting more interesting, and there are more information coming out, but it's getting late, and I want people next week Sunday we pick up from where we stopped, that to help others understand the steps how to integrate, because integration is very important, and knowing how to integrate also is very important. Let me tell you, most of us
exactly maybe now and the next week bro hidden why what they don't they settle, because and then we done the memorandum me the follow them they don't say that why. And you hand on lastly like question on
you are welcome, all of you three brothers, please. We come here, Amadou. And it's good that now I have two of you who have been working with this commission. You people integrated, you know the laws, you know the system. So people like you have to be speaking to the people. Because I know Ibrahim do what would doubt. When I feel now jogaki information, kono information mo jogi on mo wadu demo
no. And then it's not like I'm doubting it. No, bro.
I go pay kun T Johnson. And we bet T Johnson go gadi tangam pay ko makta ko wano Asan Jaiteng. You know wano Rasta eng, wano hamme Kulubale, raga I don't want them hamme.
Nobody ask because in the panel of the information, because there are some they have more which I do not have. I have some information, but like Saim Wadi insists, I have information, but I want to know more. That's why
I welcome that. I welcome that, because you know why? That prompt Amadou to come in, because Amadou knows, and then Amadou come here. He help us to understand and help you to understand. Usainu also make it more clear to you that you did not know before, that you have a right.
No, but we can count more on that on Usaini. I know he don't just want to talk, but he's my superior.
No problem. No, it's good that when you are here, Amadou is here, and you Amadou, you Usainu, and Muntaga maybe next week he's free, because today he had a program. Then you people, those of you who work with the commission, people integrated, but you people integrate and you also work with the commission. You every day see these steps, you hear this, you see the programs, you see people having problems, and then different kind of problems. Like, then you can say, listen, I face this is what you have to do. This, like you were explaining, Amadou, this part, which status do you have to fit in to be qualified of those spots? Maybe they give you, like you said, they give you privilege, like to be there for a certain period of time, which you thought it was your right. It is not a right. They just let you to give you that opportunity.
Yeah, to enjoy that privilege,
Yeah, so it's good. I will thank you all, both of you, all of you for your time. And I know many people there, like this Lamin Sane, also learn from now, and others like me, I learn from it. And it will help people who are listening and who will be listening after this.
No,
Andy, kuma yoten, say yotani tunga wata wallondirde.
no,
I wish you all a good night, and I hope to see you people. I will connect you people next week Sunday, inshallah, Rabbi. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah,
It is
thank you
Okay.
very much.
Dai, buonanotte.
Yeah, ciao. Thank you very much. Thank you to these brothers who come on, to help people understand the system, because the system, European system, is so confused. Like I used to hear people, when they go for those who are in the asylum system, they say, yeah, this money is European money, it's our money. This is our money. But you never know, the countries that you are sitting in, they contribute that money. It's their money too. Because every country that, these major countries, they contribute into the UNICEF, they contribute to the EU, they contribute to the United Nations. So the funds that you are getting from these people, it's their funds, it's their money. It's belong to the country. So there are things that people have to know. There are steps that governs everything. That there are rules and regulations that govern everything in this Europe. But we have to help our young brothers, because many people face troubles here, because not because there are no information, or some of them they get false information, or they get confused informations. Like you see a privilege, you thought it was your right, and all those things. But we have to start talking to these brothers. They know how to try and help them. I thank you all for the evening. I hope to come your way next week. We can also, like me, I work also in the week, so that's why I have my programs in the weekend. So try to talk to people, help them to understand. I understand too. I wish you all a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.